edition. July 1st, NHL signing season. I don't know. I didn't look at my computer during the break. I was just watching you eat a chocolate. Anything happening?
I'm just looking up Michael Pezzetta's hockeyfights.com page.
So,
Can I tell you why?
yeah.
I like that he likes Ryan Reeves got here at the end of his fighting
But-
career. He didn't want to fight.
He didn't want to fight him.
He was done.
So
He
he's
put it-
still
he was
under
doing-
contract.
Yeah, he is.
So we assume that they're just going to bury him in the Marlies all season long. Pizzetta comes in and
Well, I wonder if there's a team that wants him. Reeves.
Can he
I'm sure
play?
Reeves will play.
can he play every day?
Who? Is that a
Yeah, Pizzetta.
Pezzetta's a player.
Every day. But he couldn't in Montreal?
Fourth line. I don't know. I think it's a preference thing. If it depends what you want to do. But the Leafs have the nicest guys on the earth on their team, and this is my thing with Pizzetta. It's just like you've played against guys. You've been that guy.
Yeah.
Where you're just like, God, they have that one idiot. Just stop making
Wow.
eye contact with him. No, sorry, I didn't mean to call you an idiot. I didn't mean to call you an idiot. You know that one guy
I
who's
wish,
like,
I wish I had more of an idiot reputation. Maybe
Right.
I would have even had more room.
right. But that's what I mean. Like, there's like, God, don't look at him because he's gonna say something. He's gonna punch you in the mouth.
his
Like,
eyes are going to cross, his
Yeah.
mouth is going to foam. It's going to be
Like, yeah, what did he fight 9 times last year? The year before it was 9 times. Like, he's not a perfect player. He doesn't win every fight. I'm just saying, I've been dying for the Leafs to have someone
So,
who wants.
Does
to
that
be
mean
guy.
no room for a Tanev? Does it mean
Brandon
that Tanner Janot is thought out there? That type of player is no longer
well,
needed.
he's on the Bruins.
No, I know that. But that type of player, are you seeking out another type of player like that, or is it just enough now that, and let's give some love to Steve Lawrence as well, who signed a 3-year deal
Yes.
at 1.35, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, the exact Ryan Reeves
Which
contract.
I think if you want to lump in Tavares and Nyes possibly leaving a little money on the table, this guy did too.
Lorenz did.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he's
I said yesterday
why-
that he'd be
why would-
4.5 or something.
why
That's a
wouldn't
little
you?
cheaper.
Why wouldn't you? If you didn't, why wouldn't you cross over the threshold of July 1st just to see what's out there? And there were multiple teams interested in him. He did enough last year to say that he's worthy of a 3-year deal, but I think he could have pushed 1.5, 1.75, but he didn't because he wanted to be a Maple Leaf.
Yeah, and I love a lot of what he could be. I actually was frustrated last year that he didn't get any opportunity up the lineup. Right, there was no day.
They did once.
Did they once where?
Played with Matthew Martin.
For what? Like for a game?
Yeah, or like,
Yeah.
I want period.
Yeah. You know, like I thought he's a guy who could probably handle a little bit more. I like his ability, and big, great forechecker, and
Yeah.
get pucks for guys. So yeah,
Is that a
period if you have to, but you don't have
Lawton and
Camp.
to. No,
no,
Kampf is gone.
Camp's gone.
Yarncroc?
Okay. Gone.
Gone.
Well, they're going to try to get rid of them.
This is the office space
Yeah.
need. What about Nahir? He's gone. Gone.
So that's
Not gonna be
2/3
here
of the fourth
anymore.
line, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the fourth line
They got a lot of guys who look good.
has a chance to be fun.
So the
Good.
one is perplexing to me is my guy, Pontus Holmberg.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, let's talk about this.
Restricted free agent.
Mm-hmm.
How did they
And
not
To me,
qualify him?
this is
Did
like
Chief and Treliving not talk?
so weird.
Buddy, they didn't
because-
play camp all playoffs for this guy.
He's 6'3", 6'2", or
I
6'3".
don't know, he's 220 pounds.
220
He's strong as a
pounds.
bull.
He gets in people's way, and you can't qualify this guy.
He played 60 games.
He's got 160. You've developed him. You've brought him up. You've made room for him.
He
He's
played 70 games last year.
check to see if another team's already signed him. I would grab this guy.
He's all right. He's
No.
all right.
I
No,
think,
no, no. It's not that
He's
it's,
okay.
It's not, but he's okay enough, Sammy, where he has value. Don't give him away for free.
If they, right now, you saw Holmberg got 1-by-1 for the Leafs, you'd be like, yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, that's a better.
No, but it's not. He's got better numbers than 1-1.
I think so.
Oh yeah. I think I wouldn't be surprised to see a team offer him today or tomorrow or, I don't know, end of July, like 175.
Really?
He's got 160 games under his belt. He's played. He's got some value.
Yeah. I mean,
and
he's a good penalty killer.
And if you listen to Matthews,
Sam,
and Marner, they loved him.
well, they think he's more talented than the opportunity. He is the single worst player around the net.
If you ask me,
he's playing with a broom ball.
yeah.
if you ask me, like, who's not going to get qualified, he'd be at the bottom of my list.
Yeah.
Right? Nick Robertson is going to get qualified.
Yeah.
The only confusing part for me is the matchup of what the management thinks of him versus what the coach thought of him.
Is this like take the toy away?
Because
territory?
the coach had him
But
the top six multiple different
played
times.
on the second line.
The coach and Brad Treeliving are the two hockey guys making a lot of key decisions right now.
But that's it. There seems to be a disconnect on Holmberg, the way they used him versus the one thing I wonder is if you don't qualify him,
Yeah.
maybe I don't know what his QO would be for. Can they offer him less? Are they trying to do something longer? Is there some other
qualifying
reason
offer.
we don't
No
want him?
qualifying offer takes him to unrestricted free agency right away.
And last year he earned 800 last year, so his qualifying would be at 800, right? So and they just said, yeah, we don't want to do that. We don't want him, which is crazy.
I think it's to qualify him would put him in a position also to go to salary arb. That's the trick.
Oh, and they're worried that maybe it's salary arb.
Yes, that they get stuck with
I bet they still.
$1.7 million, $2 million. Like Nick Robertson, look at his numbers. He could get qualified, or he can go to salary arb now, and possibly look at 1.75 to $2 million.
You know why you're right about Holmberg in particular is when you make your case for a guy, you say, here's how much they use my client. They used him for 13 minutes per game this season, which is more than blah, 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 blah. In playoffs, here's where they played him. Here's the minutes he got. This is
the amount of minutes he's played with Austin Matthews.
Yeah. Yeah, they obviously value
So
this
why
guy.
not qualify him and then trade him? Why not just there's a window where you can go over the cap in the summer.
Yeah.
And then flip him for you're telling me you can't get a third or a fourth round pick for this guy?
I mean, I don't know. You don't think so, eh?
No, I mean, I think there was multiple times where I was like, oh my God, top six again. Like he's playing with a broom ball stick. Like he doesn't really make plays. Scored worse minutes.
My whole point
Played
is
19 playoff games.
They've got no assets.
Played
They've got
19
no
games
assets.
for the Leafs in the playoffs. Never scored a goal. Like
they got no assets. They got no draft picks. Right? You just gave up a third that could turn into a second for a guy that you're hoping can look like a guy that can score you 50 points.
Yeah.
And it still might be a great bet. But
anyways,
the cupboards are empty here.
Yeah.
You mentioned Robertson. Is that an asset for them? Are they going to trade him away for a pick?
Well, first of all, can you picture a top 9 with the Toronto Maple Leafs with Robertson and Michelli in the same lineup?
No.
I can. I don't like it.
Well, yeah.
Okay. Then the answer is you can't.
Yeah, okay, you're right.
Okay?
Yeah.
You can't. So there's a guy that has value. He's, how many times did you say?
He's going to be a 25.
25 goal scorer.
By the way, he ended up with 15 goals in 69 games. I was wrong. He didn't get there. I still think it happens.
I think there's 15.
What is that, a 19-goal pace?
I think there's 15 teams out there that he can score 20 goals next year.
Absolutely. I mean, like I said, if he played 82 games this year, his pace is about 18, 19 goals. Give him a full chance next year.
I know he falls down a lot and he gets bumped around a little bit.
He got way better at getting pucks back this year.
But tell me another